TFT.
They were just little kids for that fire.
That's right. And I've been to the graduation, I've been to the award ceremony, and I think it was after the award ceremony, I was asking, I said, did you have anything like this in 1971, you know, after the Pioneer? And they said, no. And I said, gee, we really need to do something about that, because I said, from my research and what I've read and what I've heard from stories, I said, these guys are heroes. And I said, no one has ever publicly recognized them. And I've heard some of the stories about the people receiving the awards now. And not to compare, but certainly what you went up against and the conditions.
And you never talked to you never talked to the trainees or to the recruits?
No, there's never been anything organized. Nothing.
That's another aspect of this.
That was the first time that I ever publicly talked about the Pioneer Hotel was on Piscata's front porch. And you know, that's really, in fact, Ladder 1 was not included in the trial at all. Nobody in our crew was included, because we did not go into the interior until actually, probably the fire was pretty well knocked down by the time we got there, because we were working on the front. And the same thing with Ladder 10. But you know, those guys on Engine 1 and Engine 2 and Engine 4, man, can you imagine what that must have been like going up there? They said the flames it was just a massive fire. And it had to be the most horrible thing. And I remember Bud Ray sitting in the corner on the ground floor in the corner crying. And he'll tell me I'm a lying asshole, but he was. And it was really, really, all of us. It was heartbreaking.
I remember Louis, you know, when I finally got down, somebody gave me an orange Fremont soda.
Yeah, somebody was handing sodas out.
Yeah, and I was still on the penny where our truck was, and I took a drink of it and I threw up. I remember that. And then Louis, who was training captain, right?
Yeah.
You're going on the ambulance, you know. And I go, no, I'm fine. No, he'd give me an order. And then he'd find me, so I was flying the next day. I'm not going to no hospital, you know. And one time he walked me over. Get on the deck.
None of you had ever been in the hotel? None of you had been in the hotel as guests or as private citizens and had said, we have the makings of an inferno here?
No.
No, we inspected it. We went through the hotel, but you know, it was a superficial. And we did what is called a pre-planning inspection. It's just, you know, where are we going to attack, what are we going to do?
I'm talking about prior to that. I'm talking about during when they go around and do the regular door-to-door inspections that fire departments do. Right? You go into all commercial properties at a certain point and evaluate?
All our first in area, Engine 1, Engine 2, Ladder 1, all went around and we inspected it. We did a whole lot more than they do today. I've talked to kids downtown, and they've never been on the roofs. There's old buildings down there. There's an old theater that's intact, and they didn't even know about it. There's a building that they're just remodeling now where the old Pueblo Club was, that there are dead-end alleys that were put there by the police. I mean, because of the police, because they used to do gambling in the basement. And they had these dead-end alleys where these guys, if you went in there with a hose line, there was a fire, you get to the end of it, you're trapped. Mm-hmm. And it was something that I felt that was very important, and we did that.
So we would go, just for an example, I mean, you know, remember, you go work on Engine 3 with Shoot.
Yeah.
We knew exactly how much hose it took us from street to here. We knew exactly what to dump on the ground. From a hydrant laying in, you know, we knew exactly, always in our first in area. I always kid them, he's got those things now in the truck, take them everywhere. You probably do too, Speedway Hill, Maple Drive, Manhattan Hill, Lester Plata, Turf, Flores, Reed, Saguaro Grant, Ashnight, Berry, Tinsley, 11th, Alder, Street classes. That's how we learned it, you know.
I hate to interrupt. I have to run. I have a conflict. I just wanted to say thank you very much. They're going to continue, so please don't get up and thank you very much. I sincerely appreciate it.
It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Please look, there's going to be this public forum that's going to be held in April. The date hasn't been decided yet, but appreciate you, attending and sharing, much of the discussion. It's it'd be important. I would appreciate, you being there. This is about all of your participation, and I think it's going to be an important day in Tucson's history to have this.